Go. Oh, it's not working. It's not working. It's not working. He's stop. Crap. What's up, people? I'm Xogue, and welcome back to Ryotcraft Infinity. Now, you remember what I told you we were gonna do in the last episode? Yeah, we're gonna be doing the ESSENTIA storage. Somehow, we gotta figure out how this thing works. And you guys are gonna come along for the journey. Now, the first thing I had to do was go ahead and see if I couldn't get some of these researches done. So I went ahead, this one was unlocked, this one was not unlocked. And this guy I just had to buy, and this one, or one of these I just had to buy, the other I had to research. But either way, I showed you how to do the research. You click on it, it gives you the little research note thing. You put it in your table and you connect all the dots, basically. So that's what I had to do for a few of these. Now for this guy, in order to get the actual drives to be able to store things, you had to go through into, where was it? The basic, not the basic. Was it this one? Or this one? No, this one. One of these has... Oh, that's not what I wanted. Somewhere along the lines... Let me see if I can figure out where it is real quick. One of these... Artifice? Is it you? Yeah, it's you. Okay, you had to go through and get the Warded Arcana. Arcana? Arcana. I don't know, something. You had to go through and get that from the Artifice tab in order to unlock the storage drive itself. So that's just... That took me a little bit to actually figure out, so I figured I'd go ahead and pass that along. Now, we got to start making these things, and I'm not even sure exactly how it's going to work. I know, for one thing, obviously it needs power. And I think what we're going to do temporarily is just kind of set something up here. Just something very small and not very me-like. It's not going to look all that great. Can you type in the words that I did? Okay, thank you. It's, I don't understand how it works, so I can't really figure out exactly how to fit it into my network, which isn't even done, by the way. These terminals and stuff, they still need to be moved. All this junk needs to be cleaned off the side and everything, and I still haven't done that yet. That'll be done sometime soonish, maybe. I don't know, we'll have to see. But I need to figure out how this thing works before I can figure out exactly how it fits into my build. So we're kind of just building this little platform thing. It's not going to be pretty, and it's only temporary, just so we can learn how it works and we can see if we can get some kind of storage something up and running. So for now, I'm just setting this little guy up right here, and we're going to start setting some of this stuff up, but I got to figure out how to do it first. The first thing we got to make, though, is the vibration chamber. We got to make this guy in the arcane workbench. It only requires, it's barely anything. We need a regular vibration chamber, which I don't know how to make. Got to learn that one. Diffusion core is this thing, apparently, in an arcane workbench. We need some quicksilver, not hard to get. Formation core, not hard to get. And an order shard or entropy shard for... Oh, so yeah, okay. Diffusion is this one, so we need the entropy shard. And then we can go back and make one of these guys. Now, what this says here is, like you say, it says getting power for your network until this point is relied on burning items in the vibration chamber. That is about to change. Basically, it powers your network. By burning coal into the aspects, ignites, or potentia, you can generate more power from them. So basically, we have a whole crap ton of coal. So that's not a problem. We got to make the vibration chamber. And then we can use ME stuff, I believe. We're going to have to make the ME drive. I think it still uses the regular ME drive, I believe. Well, what? No, I said type. Didn't I? I didn't. Anyway, we use a regular... Oh, blast resistant. Okay. ME drive fixture. That's interesting. I don't... Alright, anyway, we make the regular ME drive. There's some things in here I've never seen before. Anyway, but we make the regular ME drive. We set those up. We're just going to set one of those up. We're going to set up the vibration chamber to power it. And we're going to see if we can't put in a crafting terminal and an ESSENTIA monitoring. Maybe one or two of those. But basically, we just have that. So we have the interfaces into the network. And then after that point, I'll bring it back and we'll see if we can't figure out how to actually get the ESSENTIA into the drives themselves. But I do need to make some of these guys as well, which is... They're really not too incredibly difficult. I do have a lot of these supplies already, so I should be able to make it without too much trouble. But we may not be able to go straight to the big one. Well, I'm gonna have to figure that out and see exactly how that works. But we'll get something going for sure. Alright, so now we're here. We have our two 64K Essentia storage cells, which are amazing. I like them. They're pretty good. They seem to hold a decent amount. You see right here, I have 80 corpus in here. Now, I'm assuming each aspect only requires 5 bytes. So it's 5 bytes per aspect because, as you see, I have 80. So 40, yeah, pretty much makes sense. Half of whatever number it says in there, that's how many bytes it's taken up. And we'll have only used 1 out of 12, which makes total and complete sense. I believe that's because there's only 12. Now, what we can do, right here you have the in slot and you have the out slot. So as soon as we put one of them in here, like Aqua, times 8. Now we have 8 of them. Perfect. Iter, bunch of them. 96. So we basically just keep doing this. So we can put our things in here and actually store all of our everything into this guy. What I want to know, what I want to see if I can figure out is if we can actually store, like do that to the jars. Oh, and oh good, my magnet is on. Perfect. So if we can actually collect all of our jars from over here and actually do the same thing with them. So let's see about this here. Let's see, this one right here, it's only the one Percantatio thing. 13. Oh, that's the wrong one. Let's go to this one. I'm not sure arcane crafting. So this is just the crafting terminal. It's not showing me any of this. I guess if I were to put a normal storage drive in here, you know, regular ME style, this would show everything up top here. But since I don't have any in there, I can't actually do anything. But I can store my armor and easily swap it out, which is absolutely amazing. It's really cool. I like that a lot. But anyway, let's see. We have air times 7. Oh, it worked. Air times 7. And we got our warded jar back. How much is in here? 22. 22. All right, good. So it is keeping track perfectly fine. We can actually shift click all of these guys in here, but I guess if it has a label, it can't stack with the ones without labels, which makes complete sense, actually. And I'm assuming if the labels are different, it also can't. That would be correct. Now I can get all my labels back and everything is now stored in this network, which is so cool, and I love it. Now we got to get these jars too. But what I want to do is see if maybe I can set up... I don't know if this is ever going to actually be attached to our real ME network. I don't think it really needs to be, does it? Does it need to be attached to the same thing? Are we ever going to need to see what kind of Essentia we have from over there? Because this is just kind of our Thaumcraft area, so of course it would be better if it was just like down in the area somewhere, and then we had some kind of connection. Some of this stuff might be moved and just decorated in a Thaumcraft way as like a showcase, but all the functional and useful things be stored elsewhere, like this guy right here. I don't know how exactly I want this to work, but you see right here it's orange, which just means we're using all of the Essentia types. 12 out of 12 and 2 out of 12. Wait, how many different types are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yeah, so there are more types than that. All right, well, that's a thing. Anyway, so it doesn't really matter. I'm glad I got 2, actually, in that case. But I do want to see if I can hook this up to output directly into this guy. I don't know how. I'm assuming there's some kind of import bus for Essentia. Is there a different one? Fluid. Essentia import bus. Here we go. So how do we make you? I guess I have to research that. But I don't have it unlocked yet. And I need to figure out exactly where I need to go in this research to get to that stuff. I'm guessing maybe it's this guy? That looks like it might be. It looks like it's some kind of an import bus, but I'm missing something. I'm missing some kind of research. So just like this guy was missing the warded arcana, something that I need to be able to craft in here is going to be elsewhere. Is it going to be in that same tab? Where did I say it was? Was it Artifice? Yeah. Arcane Levitator. I don't know what thing... no, I don't think that's it. Infernal Furnace. Hot enough? That's a Forbidden Knowledge thing. Arcane Lamp. These guys are a maybe. Lamp, no. Those are just lamp things. What do we need to learn in order to unlock this guy? That's what I need to know. But let me take a look around, maybe search it up online or something, find out exactly what it is I'm going to have to learn in order to unlock the import and export bus. That's pretty much all you have in this one. That's cool. What do I need to learn? Helmet of revealing. This is why I can't use Photoshop. Okay. Yeah, see, I don't know. I'm not sure. Anyway, let me go ahead and look up some stuff, and I will see you back here in a little bit once I figure something out. Our system is growing. I haven't tested this yet, so if it's wrong, don't make fun of me. I haven't tested it. I don't know. I don't know if this is going to work, but what we're going to try to do is give it a shot. So I know that, let's see, off the top of my head, I know that clay gives, those two, basically, earth and water. So let's go ahead and put in 10 of them. Let's see if this works how I hope it will. While this is processing, it should, in theory, start upping what we get as far as earth and water. We have 118 and 11. You guys are getting it. Oh, it looks like you're being imported. It looks like it's working. We may only need the one. I'm not sure. We might need more if we end up speeding this guy up at all. But I think that's working. 124 and 13. It sure is working. Look at that. That is amazing. I love it. It's so cool. That's great. I love that. I love that so much. So much. You have no idea. Anyway, so that'll make things a lot easier. Now, the other thing I got, let me show you what I had to go through. I thought it was this one because this to me looks like, an import-export bus a little bit. Maybe that's like an interface, maybe. I'm not sure. But what it is this guy right here. This is the ESSENTIA transportation. This is what you have to unlock to get the import-export buses. And in order to get that, you have to get the advanced ESSENTIA tubes, which are here. No, not here. I always forget where these things are. Must be in alchemy. Yes, alchemy. So you go to get the ESSENTIA distillation. Oh, nope, go back. Which you get from these guys right here, just this tree from the crucible. You get these guys to get this one, to go down to the regular tubes, to get to the advanced ESSENTIA tubes. And then we can also do this centrifuge. I don't know what that thing does yet, so we'll have to play with that in the future. But for now, we now have gotten there we go, and this guy right here. Now, once you unlock this is one of those research, you take it out, you connect all the dots, and you get the ESSENTIA provider. And yeah, pretty much the ESSENTIA provider is what is going, I believe, don't quote me if I'm wrong, I'm sorry, but I believe that is what will allow things like the infusion altar to take the ESSENTIA directly out of your system. So from this setup, we should be able to infuse things fairly easily. Now, what I'm looking for is a way to somehow automate ooh, I fell off the world. Okay, no, we're good. We're good. Somehow automate this guy. Now, somebody in the comments told me of another setup that you can do for this that prevents it. I forget what it's called, the alchemical construct or something. I want to think it sounds familiar. I don't know exactly how to get to that guy, but I know it's something I'm going to want to do because I don't like all that nasty stuff and the whole timing thing. You have to make sure you do it fast enough. I mean, it's not a super speed or anything, but it's a little bit there. And there's Shay. Hello, Shay. So, yeah, that's kind of a thing. Anyway, we're gonna... Oh, what are you? R2-D2! Holy crap-o! What? Oh, my chat's off. What? What in the what? What? R2-D2! R2-D2. Alright, that's totally a thing. Oh my goodness, it's been forever! It's been so long since that last clip. It's been weeks. And you know what? I have to apologize for that. I know you guys love the modded. I know you guys want to see it happen. Scheduling, things, Arc. They're all things that kind of get in the way a little bit. I'm doing this for you guys. I'm going to back away from Arc for a little, not back away completely. I'm still going to put out videos of it because there are people that enjoy that. There are people that ask for it and stuff, but I'm going to step back a little bit and try to make some room for modded. Now, no guarantees, no promises, but I'm hoping that I will be able to get back into modded regularly. And I'm thinking about maybe 3 times a week, 3 videos a week. On Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, and then every other day will be Arc. I'm gonna not put out Arc episode on those days. Because that's what I was trying. I was trying so hard to cling to it where I would put out a modded and still do an arc every day. But arc is just so intensive. I have to back away every now and then. And actually get, yeah, I gotta play my modded. Modded is just amazing. I love modded. And I know you guys love it too. So I'm going to be doing that. Hopefully I can get back into that pretty easily. And everything will be okay. But what we've done last time is that the last time I saw you, I was here in front of Shay. And again, this was a long while ago. But this setup over here. This setup. Oh, I fell off the world. Nope. Wait. Now I'm trapped. Nope. There we go. This setup over here was set up over in that area. Shay was here. But Shay gave us a couple things. She gave us R2-D2. As well. Oh, I fell off the world again. Man, I gotta get back into this. And a fishbowl. Which is really cool. I put that over here for some reason. I don't entirely know why, but I did. In any case, I think it's looking pretty good. I got to break down some of this stuff, design some things still. And that's kind of a situation. Now, Shay has asked if anybody is close enough to do the Thaumcraft to capture a node in a jar, basically. And that is what we're going to try to do. Now, she wants to capture a hungry node. She said she knows where one is and she wants to watch. But what we got to do is we got to practice a little bit. So we're going to go try to capture a jar. Or what? No, we're going to try to capture a node. A regular node from the invasion world. This is where we're going to go to do this. Hopefully everything works out well enough. Now, we've been having a little bit of trouble on the server. It's not a huge deal as far as I can tell. But we don't really need anything. Oh, you look like you have a decent amount. Now, what I do know from these guys, from capturing nodes, is that, one, obviously you can move them. But there's some important things to know. You don't want to have ever drained it yet before, you capture. You want to let it recharge as much as it can. Now, this one, I don't believe has been tapped, like, ever. Well, maybe it has, but not recently anyway. So what we're trying to do is, I don't know, you're supposed to, let's see if I can get this to work. Now, they say when you do this that you are supposed to encase it in a 3x3x3 thing in obsidian, right? So we got the 3. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. And then 1, 2, 3, which is this all the way around, is actually going to end up being 2, and then one more. Oh, that's wrong. Give me you back. Oh, yeah, you take an extra split second to break. Oh, super jump. Like this. Oh. Come here, you. Like so. Now, this is especially important for a hungry node. For this node, it's not important at all. But for a hungry node, it is, because hungry nodes eat blocks, but they can't eat obsidian. So what you do is you take this guy, and we're going to pretend this is a hungry node in case you haven't noticed. But you take this guy, and you layer it. I believe this is I'm pretty sure what it says. You put wooden slabs on top, I believe. Basically, what you're making is a big jar, right? This is the big jar. Now, in the wiki, it says to use, equivalent exchange, the wand foci, and we'll use that if we need to, but we're testing this to see if we actually do need to. I'm not entirely sure. I know we're going to have to get on the bottom of this, which is why I'm breaking this out. Because a hungry node eats blocks, but I don't know how fast it eats those blocks. So we're going to dig underneath this so we have access to all the sides. And maybe that's why you need the other one, because you still have to get that middle block in there. Can you, I wonder if you can possibly do this with this resonant exchanger thing. If we do this, we don't need, what do we need? We need the slab on the bar, because we're trying to see how fast we can do this, because a hungry node, speed is important. But if we can... Alright, so let me think about this for a second. What do we got to do? We already have the glass selected, and we already have all of this. Now, the resonant exchanger works differently than the equivalent exchange. The equivalent exchange, from what I understand, kind of does a block area. But this only does one side at a time, which is why it's important for us to have access to the top. So when we change this into glass, we have to click on all the sides in order to get the entire thing, and then go to our wand, which needs to have at least 70 of each vis in it. and then right click on it, I believe. We're going to have to click on every side, place down the slab, and then right click with our wand. So let's see how long this takes us. See, now this, I'm not worried about it. The blocks aren't going to get destroyed, but what we got to do is basically click, place U, go back here, click, click. See, slow and glitchy. Click, click, click. Then we go to our wand and right click. It's supposed to work. And then right click on the node. That's what it says. Oh, it's not all. Why are you not all there? That's weird. No idea why you guys didn't change. Derp. Should have noticed that already. Alright, so maybe the range. Yeah, my radius. Oh, no, my radius was on 8. I don't know why it didn't change it over. But basically, you do something like this and it makes a big jar. Now, we would have already failed. We would have already had problems with the hungry node because it would have broken some of the glass by now. I'm pretty sure. I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure. And then we right click. Come on. Why does this not work? That's supposed to be a thing. Right? I'm doing something wrong, obviously. Obviously something is being done wrong and I don't know what it is. Let me see if I can figure this out and I'll bring you back here in a little bit. I do believe I figured it out. You have to get the research first. Duh. I didn't do this yet. Now, anyway, in case you didn't know where it was, it's over here in the basic information. Normally, one of the first things you get is the node preserver. And what this does is it prevents you from actually taking them all the way down to 0. I'm guessing this is something I should have done earlier on, but I never actually did. But this way you can't actually take them down to 0. They don't take forever to recharge and things like that. But past that is where you get the node in the jar. And that's what I just did now. I just went ahead and researched that guy. So now, since I have more than 70 viz of each type, actually, let's go ahead and actually look, because this thing tells you how to do all of this. It's supposed to be 3 glass, 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 and the slabs, just like I have. It doesn't matter what slabs, they should work, and then 70 of everything. So it tells you exactly what it is. It tells you how it works. But the basic idea is you trap it in glass, you make a giant version of a jar, and then you right-click. Bam! Now we have a node in a jar. Now you can't interact with it, like we can't... Oh, I just broke it. Of course I did. Of course I did. So now I have to redo it again. But anyway, that's how you do it. I'm going to go ahead and do it. But while it's in the jar, you can't take any viz out of it. And you can move it around, you can break it and all that good stuff. But what I need to do now is go ahead and trap this guy, shrink it back down, and then mine it regularly to get the block, and then I can place it wherever I want. Which is very handy. This is a very, very, very handy thing you can do. So let me go ahead and let me do this. We're going to move it back to my base. Because why wouldn't you? And I'll be back with you in a little bit once I got something set up for it. Maybe. Possibly. So here's the deal. I'm gonna set this stuff up probably over here, at least for now. It may be moved later, and yet ooh, that's curious. Can I want to make sure I space out these nodes so I can move them later if I want to. I'm glad I just thought of that. But what we have is we still have the node in a jar. We still got this guy ready to go, ready to be, you know, dealt with. Like I said, it's going to be placed here for now, but we are going to place a block in between the nodes so we can pick them back up when we want to, when we need to move them later into something else. And if I end up turning this place into the actual node room that is going to stay, then I can just kind of place down other node in a jar things. And you know, fill in the gaps if I need to. But for now, we want that there. But what we need is we want the one recharge pedestal. I think this guy is going to be pretty handy. But we got to do an arcane infusion. And then that reminded me that we never actually finished this setup here. Because there's one more piece that we want to get. And that is the Essentia provider, I believe. While important, blah, 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 and Facebook competition, yeah. So basically, by using this, you should be able to connect it to both the network and the construct, and it will do the rest. I'm not entirely sure if this is going to work how I want it to, but we do want to try it out. We want to see. I think it just has to be in the area. I believe that's all it really needs to be? I thought that's what it was, but it says to connect it to both. I don't know. I'll look into it a little bit more before I actually use it, but we do need to make it in the first place. And this guy requires 32, 16, 32, and 64, right? Guess what we have? 32, 32, 64, and 16. So we have what we need for this infusion just to make this guy in the first place. We also already have the Salus Mundus, the Coalescence Core, and the Water Shards, and the Filtered Essentia Tubes. We have all of these. We just need to place them down on the altar. So what we're going to do, we have you, not you, you, and you. So these guys right here, one here, skip one here, skip one here, skip one here. Is that too much? I think that's probably too much. I'm not entirely sure. We'll just go ahead and do this then, since it seems like we're going to run out of room if we try to skip it. Hopefully that'll work okay. And then what we need, what do we need in the middle? Actually, I didn't take a look at that. We need an ME interface. Okay, we need to make an ME interface to put in the middle of this. I didn't actually get this guy. We don't happen to have one, do we? Interface? We do not. Can we make one? Let's see what it takes to make one of these guys right quick to see if we can actually do this. ME interface. You. I need to make you. Can I do this? I'm missing one of the Annihilation Core. How do you spell that? A-N-N-I-H. Should be enough. A-N-N-I-H. What? I have another one. Why did you not populate that thing? That is weird, and it's not working. I don't understand this. Hold on. What? Annihilation Core, Annihilation Core. You're the same one, right? Yeah, you're the same one. ME interface. What do we need for you? Oh, we need... Oh, I need a formation core. That's why it didn't work. Okay, so I need a formation core. That would be why it did not work. We should have some of the... I thought we already had some. For... Where is it? It's over here somewhere. It's got to be. Formation. There it is. Can we make one? We can. Alright. No problem. And we can do that. Try to go back to the ME interface. Do this. Alright, now we have an ME interface. We can stick this guy in the middle. Right click it with a wand. Our wand... Ooh! Oh, that was weird. Our wand is over here. Not this one. This one. You have a bunch. You do have a bunch. How much do you... yeah, no, it should be good, actually. Nope. There. And then... Go. Oh, wait. I have to right-click on this guy. Go. What? Go! I said. Why aren't you working? What is happening? What? That is what I needed, right? What is wrong? Well, I did something wrong. I'm doing something wrong. What am I doing wrong? Oh, diffusion core and a coalescence core. I need to make one of the other ones. Well, fine then. I don't need two of these guys. I need a regular one. Not a regular one, but can I just... Oh, perfect. So I need a diffusion core now. All right, no problem. Let me go ahead and set all this stuff up. I'm gonna go ahead, start this thing, make the thing that I need, and I'll bring you back here in a bit. Diffusion. You. There we go. Now we have it. It's draining everything. Hopefully nothing pops off. We are gonna have to keep our eye on this thing, just to make sure it's not going to fail me. I love that, how it kind of like swirls in there and stuff. It's really cool. You're draining all of it. You're getting there. So far, so good. The book says that it is a minor thing. The instability is minor, so it's not a huge chance of something going wrong, but it still can. It still can go wrong. These candles are supposed to help. We also have the mixed crystals. I'm not entirely sure what they do, but I know they can help as well. But we're going to be, we'll play with that stuff in the future. 16, yeah. It's almost there. It's getting there. It takes a lot of stuff, though. It certainly takes a lot of stuff. 14, 13, 12, 11, 10. Come on, man, finish! We just want our thing. Anyway, I'll bring it back once this thing has sucked up everything and made the thing that we need it to make. The Essentia Provider. I don't have a clue what just happened. I had everything around the circle. I had this thing in the middle. It started. You saw it started. It took everything. And then it started sucking up the items around, which means it had enough Essentia. But then it just stopped doing what it was supposed to do. It just stopped altogether. It didn't do anything. And then it started spewing things everywhere. Started breaking stuff. This mod is probably the most aggravating mod I have ever played with. Just kind of throwing that out there, because as cool as it is, it's kind of ridiculous how difficult it is. I had everything. There's no explanation of why it happened or how it happened. If it told me why it failed, I would be perfectly okay with it. Oh, I'm a derp. I missed this thing. But instead, it just broke and didn't say a thing. Didn't tell me anything. Just started exploding all of my materials, some of which are very difficult to get. And I really, really do not agree with that at all. I don't have a clue why it didn't work. None. Zero clue. Now I have to refill all these jars and try it again. So I'll be back here in just a second. So we're going to try this one more time. Hopefully everything works. Alright, I have the Essentia that it says it requires right here. What? Where's my jar? Thank you. I don't know why it does that. It's so weird. But there's that. Alright, so if we look at the book, it says that we need 64 Machina, 32 Ordo, 16 Permutation P-word, and 32 Percantio. Percantatio? Something. Right? So we have the 16 of the P-word. We have 32 Ordo, 64 Machina, 32 of the P-word. The other P-word. So we're good to go on that front. Now, if we look in the book, it shows us we need 2 filtered Essentia tubes, 2 Salus Mundus, a coalescence and a diffusion, and 2 water shards. Do we have all of that stuff? We look at our inventory, we have 2 filtered, coalescence, diffusion, 2 water shards, and at least we have 1 extra Salus Mundus. So we should be able to make this work. Now, if we're looking at it like this, let's do it like this. The book says you basically will want to do this on opposite sides, maybe, to increase stability. I don't know if this stuff matters. I really don't. I hope it doesn't, but we're going to try it anyway, just to see. And we have these guys on the sides. Wait, you know what? We're even... Okay, so coalescence was on the right. You were on the left. Then we have 2 shards and 2 Salus Mundus, right? So 2 shards and 2 Salus Mundus and like an X pattern. We're going to do it exactly how it shows in the book. So 1 here. What's the direct opposite? This one. 1 here. And then we're going to go with the Salus Mundus, and we're going to go here and here. Now, in theory, this is exactly what is in the book. This is exactly what it is. Let's see if this guy works. Oh, man. Okay, there we go. Now we need... Oh, wait. Do we... Wand. Here we go. Do we need... We don't have to have charge in our wand. Well, we have bunches of charge in our wand anyway, so it doesn't matter. We should have enough for anything. Almost anything. But I don't think we need anything because it's you know, it takes it from the jar. So I'm pretty sure we don't even need anything in our wand, but we do have a bunch. Oh, that's cool. It shows the numbers up on the top left when you hold shift. I didn't know that. Anyway, so now we're going to right click. And we're going to back the crap away. And let it absorb everything that it's going to absorb. And hopefully everything works. We got to keep our eye on this stuff. So I'm going to let this run through. I'm going to check it again because it does take a while for it to absorb everything that it needs to absorb. And I'll be right back with you here in just a little bit. We got it. We got the thing. All right, good. No, we got it this time. Sweet. Okay, so the Essentia provider is theoretically... I don't know how exactly this works, to be honest. Oh, it says it's lit up. Color is flux. That's fine. I don't mind. Apparently, you can change the color of it. That's pretty cool. We right-click. Do we do anything with this guy? I don't think so. I think he just provides it if it's within range. So we shouldn't ever need the jars anymore. We just have to fill our system up with everything that we do need. Now, I do want to test this, but I don't have a huge amount of time left in the episode. So I do want to go ahead. I'm going to go ahead and set up the pedestal, I guess. The pedestal isn't too incredibly difficult, so I'm going to go ahead and set that guy up. It seems to be a pretty simple one. Let's take a look really quick if I can. What is that going to be? Thaumaturgy? Yeah. Wand recharge pedestal is fairly simple. 15, 15, and 10. Arum. We're going to need the Arum, I think. This one and this one we might already have. We do need a Primal Charm, but again, that's not too incredibly difficult. I still have a Balance Shard, so the rest isn't all that hard. So we can go ahead and do this fairly quickly. But let me set everything up, let me get it going, and let's see if it does actually take everything from here like it should. Alright. Alright, I'm ready. I have everything I need in this guy right here. We need 15 of this, I believe. 15 of this and 10 of this. And we have all of those numbers, no problem. What we do need is the wand. And hopefully this Essentia provider will do just fine. Go. Oh, it's not working, it's not working, it's not working! Stop! Crap! Wait, no, I can do this by this. Okay, turn off. No, no, I saved it, it's fine. Do I still have everything that I had? Primordial Charm is still there. Oh, I lost you. But did I get it back? I didn't. What was that? Gold? No problem. I am okay with losing a piece of gold. That is the easiest thing to get. Okay, so there we do have to hook this guy up to something. We have to somehow hook this. Give me all of you. Yeah, we lost the gold, but that's okay. I'm alright with that. This guy is supposed to provide it. I don't know if it's out of range or if there's some other way to connect it to this guy. I'm not sure exactly. But that is about all I have time for. I am going to take a look in the book, so if it's in the book, I'll probably find it. If it's not, feel free to let me know how to make this guy provide what it's supposed to provide, or if it's the wrong block, maybe, a different device, something else that provides the Essentia to these guys. It sounded like this was going to be it, but if you know the answer, feel free to let me know down there in the comments. I do appreciate you guys watching, being patient with me while I try to get these modded videos back up to snuff and back on a schedule. But if you did like the episode, don't forget to hit that like button. If you want to see more, you want my videos sent directly to you, then don't forget to subscribe. Comment, favorite, share if you feel like you want to. Thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.